Take your mark.
Listen to the crowd. This is a remarkable performance.
A world record, Denley. Have you really ever seen anything like it?
He can't believe it, but it just happened.
Hello guys and welcome to About Last Night Budapest edition here at the World Swimming Championships 2024 in, of course, glorious Budapest. We are recapping the day one action of the competition, and when I tell you, joining me tonight, Faisal and the incredible Pernille Blume. Guys, what a way to start the week.
Wild. It was incredible. Like the first session, 7 world records. I mean, what just happened?
Like all of the money that we gave it, $25,000 for every single time that there's a world record broken.
So let's start, because we've obviously got a lot to get through. The women's 400 meter freestyle, fantastic way to start the night. Summer McIntosh smashed it.
Absolutely. And you told me just earlier she hadn't competed since, what, in 4 years?
Yeah,
or so?
short course. I'd not seen her swim short course, so I wasn't sure how she was going to do. But obviously, she had an amazing summer, and to come in here and do that was like a fantastic end to her 2024.
And I think it totally surprised her too. So I think even she surprised herself. She was like, oh my gosh, that was pretty amazing. And I don't blame her, a world record. And I thought we were going to get her under 350.
It was so close.
We were so close.
It was this close.
Do you think like she's having even more fun because it's short course meters? So that's why maybe she's more relaxed, more like, I'll see just how this goes. I'm gonna have fun with it. Do you think like that actually plays into her performance?
This meet, everyone seems really relaxed. And that's got to be doing something, right? We had 7 world records on day one. It has to be playing a part in it.
Yeah, and it's like you have the high pressure of the Olympics, like we know. And so I think this is so refreshing. And I feel like as the meet goes on, that momentum will carry. I don't think this is the last night that we're going to see multiple world records. Like, we are just getting started. So let's go to the next one.
The next one. Well, we moved in then to the semis, and of course, I'm going to bring you into this, Pernille, because it was those 50s, right? You're a sprinter. And we were saying how amazing it was that Gretchen Walsh, she did it in the heats this morning. She came back and did it in the semis, knocked half a second off a 50, and that record has stood for so long.
Like 15 years.
Seriously.
And
Therese Alshamar. Yeah.
Just crazy. And this morning she looked so easy. Yep. So we were kind of all expecting her to maybe go under 24. But like for a woman to go under 24 in 50-meter butterfly, like that's insane. And she just looked so graceful doing it. Like so easy, so relaxed. And I really believe, like, for the sprinters, the more relaxed they are, the better. Like, they swim just faster being more relaxed.
Speaking about the 50s, I mean, you are 50 queen here. How important are those details? Because to drop a half of a second off of a world record, you have to be doing every single thing right. So for you, how do you not overthink those things?
Oh, wow.
We're getting deep.
Well, if I learn how to not overthink it, I'll report back. But amazing.
Says the Olympic champion.
I know.
I mean, like, especially in butterfly as well, because you have to time your turn and also your, your touch. And that, I mean, you don't really know. But of course, you practice some things. You practice how many strokes do you have and so on. But like, things can, change around, and maybe it's just your frequency is different and so on. So, but I think just having that like trust and confidence in yourself before you go into that race, and just knowing that you will execute it because you're a great swimmer, you're a professional and so on.
She actually left the heats this morning and went and sat a final exam. Because she's studying, and then she came back.
That's what I thought.
I was like, is Gretchen Walsh just like a superhero?
Right,
just
going home, instead of a nap today, I'm going to take a final, probably get an A on it, and then break another world record.
Which is wild. And she's still got that final coming up tomorrow. So, I would love to see someone do it in the heats, the semis, and then we see it again,
Have we ever seen that before?
I haven't.
I have not either. I think that would be like the first time ever.
50 fly, then up next,
Another 50 fly. It was another 50 fly. It was the men's turn. And it was nowhere. And, I was really interested to see what he was going to do, because he came out with us on the World Cups this year. He broke it twice in the heats. This morning, he was like 0.03, 300ths off.
Just above,
Just above it. And he pulled out of that 2 a.m. because he was like, I can do this. I really, I'm looking forward to seeing what he does tomorrow. He's never been an individual world champion. Can he do it?
I think so.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Go on, Noah.
Yeah. And speaking of Noe, Nick Hope was able to catch up with Noe in the mix zone after his race. Here's what he had to say.
Impressed. I mean, it's a 50, so if you swim it perfectly, it might be faster. And I knew I could swim, I think, at least as fast as in the World Cup we saw this morning. I'm super happy with the performance, and I hope tomorrow I can swim as fast as tonight, because I'm gonna need this time to win it. I mean, I'm just trying to stay relaxed and enjoy swimming, enjoy my time, and yeah. So the past summer didn't work really out for me, 4th and 5th, but it happens. You learn, and then you get back stronger.
And then moving on from that one, we carried on with the program. We had another world record. You're going to be hearing this a lot from us tonight, guys. It was that women's 200-meter individual medley. Kate Douglas. I know we're just like throwing her out the door.
It's like Oprah, like, you got a car, you got a car.
You're gonna roll right good.
$25,000.
Well, I mean, listen, guys, high expectations for Kate coming into this meet. She's been performing incredibly. She's so versatile. She absolutely dominated the World Cups. And tonight, she didn't disappoint. That 2IM hit it out of the park.
A little bit of a cheeky swim. I feel like she was taken out by Abby Wood, and she really pressed the pace. And I think that forced Kate to be like, oh, I got to stay with her. And then, of course, like, she wasn't really that ahead of world record pace. She was just off it at the 150. But then, of course, she has that amazing strong freestyle, hammers it home.
Yeah.
And, like, I feel like we were all like, what? Kate Douglas just won a 201.
Well, what a 201, by the
Yes.
way. Can we say that? A 201.
Yeah.
What I thought was amazing was a very smart swim by Abby Wood, because Abby Wood knew how strong Kate's breaststroke was, and she went out so hard. And I really think that's what brought Kate home to that world record. Like, genuinely think that's what it was. She had to chase it down. Abby was at the 150 still in front.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she is also just such a mystery swimmer for me. I love it. She's
Kate
probably
is?
she's probably like one of my favorite swimmers, because how can you be like a 200 breaststroke girl and a 200 woman, and then like a 50 freestyler? That makes no sense in my brain. Like, how do you train for that?
She trains for kind of everything, from what I'm told, and I think that's why she's able to do this, of course, but we've seen versatile swimmers all throughout our lives, but never one that can be at the top in like you were saying, Pernille.
And an honourable mention, of course, going out to Alex Walsh as well. She was in there with Abby Wood, put up a great fight, and good to see, Team USA get 2 on that podium.
Yeah, and I want to say something about Alex Walsh. She actually swam throughout the past 12 months with a torn meniscus.
Wow.
Swam through Paris with a torn meniscus, got surgery in September, had no idea what this meet was going to look like for her. Obviously, she's recovering from surgery, and I think 202 off of hardly any training. It just goes to show that, maybe to our point earlier, like, a lot of these athletes are really just riding the wave of the training that they've had over not just the past year, but
It's changing.
years.
The swimming world is changing their perspective, and it's like, if you go out, you take time for yourself, you recharge your body, you recharge mentally, and you come back much stronger. You come back with like a better mental state, and you just having a lot more fun, and it's way more sustainable.
Definitely, and that sustainability, I think, is something that the sport needs. I would like to see more like Nicholas Santos, right? I would like to see more athletes staying in the sport for longer, and I think this is a great sort of direction that it seems to be heading.
Absolutely. I see a change in the tide as well. I mean, I retired when I was swimming at 24, and it was partly because I thought I was old. Now that's just like part of the course. Like, everybody's 24 here, or younger, or
I'm
older.
not.
Yeah, I know.
We then had the men's 200 IM, another fantastic performance. Shaine Casas back on top. We saw him do it in Abu Dhabi. He hasn't done it since then, hasn't had a win since then. He said he forgot how to do interviews. And it was a championship record that has stood since 2012.
Ryan Lochte's old record. It was Ryan's record from 2012. So 12-year-old record. And I mean, Shaine is one of those swimmers that is so good.
I mean, it's also an iconic record to take.
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan Lochte is like, that's also something just to take with you, but amazing. Just so happy for him.
And talking of those incredible 2IMs and the performances from Kate and Shaine, Nick Hope caught up with them in the mix zone after their races. So let's take a look at what they both had to say.
It's been a minute, I remember 3 years ago was my first kind of breakout, after a disappointing trials, and, moving forward from that wasn't as, linear as I would have liked. There's ups and downs, but, that's life. And, recently I've just really embraced kind of just going all in and trusting what's in front of me, and it's starting to work very well. I was expecting to do well. I'm pretty cognizant and aware what's happening in practice and stuff, so I was, hoping this was a good indication of where I'm at right now, but, it's the start, so we just got to take it in stride and keep moving from here on out.
No, it was great first night. I feel like, just watching the races before me kind of just built off that momentum, and it's been a great night overall.
Tell us about the 200 IM, first of all. Obviously, defending champion going into that. A great time as well, world record.
Yeah, I honestly didn't know what to expect in that race. I feel like I haven't been training as hard as I usually do in the fall. But yeah, after World Cup, I kind of felt more comfortable with short course meters, and I just knew it was going to be a good race tonight, swimming against those other girls. And yeah, I just went out there, gave it my all.
How much are you enjoying being in this arena, in this pool?
Yeah, I love this pool. This is only my second time in Budapest, but it's a great pool, and so it's really nice to be back here swimming in, a really awesome arena.
And to finish off the night with the relay, great performance from all the lineup.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to go out, give the best first leg I could for the relay, and then when I saw we were under the world record pace, I knew with Gretchen in the anchor, we had it in the bag, and so it was just awesome to watch the rest of them finish it out.
All right, I want to talk about the 1500 because it was different at this meet. So in America, we call it timed finals, but it was basically just everybody swam their race once. Whoever was the fastest wins.
Yeah.
We had Florian Velbrock out of the morning heats.
And the thing is crazy about it wasn't until the final 20 meters. He didn't know until that last lap. And then Ahmed Jawadi, he obviously got his first world title. We saw him swim in Doha. He hasn't really done a lot, and now he's a world champion.
And Ahmed, I was talking to one of the coaches. The coach was like, I watched his 1500, and I said, that is somebody that we are going to need to watch over the next few years. And his reaction was so pure and genuine. And I love watching athletes win, but especially when they just do not expect it. It's the most pure form of joy that I think we'll get to see on this pool deck.
It was really beautiful,
And it goes to show, believe in yourself.
Yeah.
It's you can go so far in such a short amount of time.
And not knowing that, starting your year, as we were saying, in Doha and finishing up here, he just had no idea that was the trajectory he was on. And I think it's doing this, So is he the next star? Florian and Mikla, we've had some Paltrini area, they've been on the scene for so long. Is he the next star that's coming along? Well, we might see it next year. Could be. My prediction says yes. And then, of course, we finished the night with the relays. Always a fun way to go out. Two more world records. Team USA took them both. It was your countrymen, and there were some surprises on the team that did it. We had Alex there, the 200 butterfly, got a 4x100 record.
Right. I think that's the coolest thing about this meet is a lot of these teams are kind of skeleton crews. People are just getting back into training like we were talking about. Maybe some people are in the college season in the US, so they're not able to make the meet. And so you're right. We're seeing somebody like Alex Shackle, who is kind of a 200 fly specialist on a 4x100 relay and getting a world record. How much fun are relays? You're a relay swimmer. How much fun are they? And I know individual swimming is fun, but relay swimming has to be the best.
It is. It's just the best. It's the energy. It's the vibe of the group. It's like we're all in this together. We're just going to go out there. We're going to have lots of fun. We're going to scream at each other. And just like you see also in relay swims, people go out nuts on the first lap, right? And then they're because they're so excited, so they can't control their energy and so on. But this is what's great and this is what's fun.
So it was a big night tonight, day one, Faisal. We do it all again tomorrow. What have we got to look forward to tomorrow?
On day 2, we have to look forward to the women's 800 freestyle, the women's 100 backstroke, and then the men's 100 backstroke with the hometown hero, Hubie Koch. I think if there's going to be a world champion from Hungary. And then we have the women's 50 butterfly, and then we have the men's 50 fly, and then we'll finish it up with the mixed 4x50 medley relay. So another night of 6 world champions. We'll see if we can do 6 more world records.
Oh, well, we'll have to wait and see. It's going to be an absolutely packed night. I have to say thank you so much for joining us. It's been fantastic having you back on the show, Pernille. And I think we're seeing you again later on this week, aren't we?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I hope so. We'd love to see it. Of course, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you're tuning in for day 2 of action. And of course, subscribe, give us a follow across all of our social media at World Aquatics. And we'll be back tomorrow night for another night of action of About Last Night. We'll see you then.